Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the show on pain-free life. I'm not sure if everyone knows about the pain-free life, but we have been working with online support system for pain-free life. A lot of people go through emotional as well as physical pain, and apart from taking something to numb their pain, majorly they have no solution. And we strongly believe that pain has a message for you and has a gift for you and also has a lot of learning for you. And several times we kind of suppress this pain without getting that message, that gift, and that support or the learning. And that's pretty unfair to self, isn't it? So, here is a support system to enjoy pain free life, and that is also through multi chakra intelligence and affirmations. What I'm trying to tell you is you don't have to depend upon others. You can easily ease your pain as well as decode what your pain is trying to tell you. And what we have found always is the moment you really decode and get the communication right, several pains disappear as if they have been just waiting for you to understand the language of pain. And that's what we try and teach you in person, online, as well as in a group session or through these shows, right? So I try and take one live case if they're available. Otherwise, we just generally talk and check the question answers. So if you have any questions related to pain or if you'd like to come forward for a demo, simply leave a message in the comment section and I'll be happy to let you know how you can enjoy pain-free life and I can help you decode your own pain. How do you like that? Okay, so who would like to come forward? And till the time you make up your mind, Revati, thank you. Okay, let's call her in as soon as possible. Revati, can we have the video on if possible? Yeah, yes. Let me just spotlight. Beautiful. Yes, Revati, how can we now decode your pain today? Tell me what's hurting. You can't speak? Okay, I'll ask you to unmute. Revati, एक minute. I've asked you to एक second. Did you get it, Revati? Yes. Okay, there you go. So over to you. Tell me about your pain, if there is any.
I'm having this pain in my eyes.
Okay. Anything where, I mean, any specific location in the sense, is it right or left, inner or outer, upper or lower?
It is the eyeballs which are hurting. The right side is more, but it's there in both the eyes.
Okay. And you know, Revati, it's about perception, right?
Yes. Yes.
And your eyeballs are simply telling you that somewhere you're not perceiving things appropriately, either about yourself or about others. And since it is more on left side, you know, you're not perceiving left side very well. Okay. That means you're not perceiving yourself somewhere very well. Okay. Somewhere self-image could be a bit distorted.
Hmm.
All right. Now you need to know that what are you not perceiving? Because there are so many perceptions about you.
Hmm.
So it's a little tricky and difficult to figure out what is it that you're not perceiving well. So just scan through your body and body would have some signal. Try it out. If you can't, then we'll see through apps.
My left thumb is itching.
left thumb,
Thumb.
uh, thumb,
This
left.
this portion, this portion, the inner
This,
portion.
this,
This
and you know that portion is yin and yang balance.
mm,
So it is about role play of a feminine.
mm.
So where there is a story related to the feminine, the beliefs related to the feminine in you or the masculine in you that you're not perceiving well based on your prior preconditioned beliefs. Okay. Now you want to be still specific.
No,
Just get through your body. You can relate to what I'm saying.
see, yeah, the pain is shifting. Now it's gone to my underarms.
The eye pain or the itching?
The eye pain is there,
Huh?
but I can also feel the itching in my underarms and my left feet.
Underarm and the left feet. The
Right feet, right feet,
right. Okay. Right foot, right?
right foot,
So,
yeah.
yeah, right foot and underarm. That's itching or paining?
Itching.
Itching. Okay. So the scratch in the body is telling you something. It's quite possible that the feminine in you is being a little possessive about a masculine in you, and that makes the ground reality a little difficult. Are you possessive about something, someone, or some ground reality? What is it? Can you
Ground
make
real. It's
ground
about a
reality?
ground reality.
Okay, there's some ground reality that the feminine in you is a bit possessive about.
It's maybe I'm unable to come to terms with.
Unable to come to terms with. Okay, let's work towards it, right? Okay, so just say, with soul's love, I transform and transcend my perception of the ground reality.
With soul's love, I transform and transcend my perception of the ground reality. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my perception of ground reality. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my perception of ground reality. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my perception of the ground realities. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my perception of the ground reality. The, my right eyeball is hurting more.
Yes. So with soul's love, I transform and transcend my need to change the perception of the ground reality.
With soul's love, I transform and transcend my need to change my perception of the ground realities. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my need to change my perceptions about the ground reality. Oh, it's twitching now. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my need to change my perceptions about the ground reality.
Okay,
It's
work with the resistance. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my resistance to change the perception of the ground reality.
with soul's love, I transform and transcend my resistance to change the perceptions of my ground reality of the ground reality. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my resistance to change the perceptions about the ground reality. With soul's love, I transform and transcend uh, my resistance to change the perceptions of the ground realities. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my resistance to change the perceptions about the ground reality. Now my right forearm is itching.
Yeah. Okay. Right forearm.
Yeah.
So the respect that you get, it's something of that kind.
Mm.
The, the respect to the feminine. What is the story there? Yeah.
I'm getting all the respect that I deserve, and I'm cherished also. So there's no story there.
Uh-huh. If it is right forearm, there is some belief about it. It's not about just you, no? You
Hmm.
could be disturbed about any feminine getting respect.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm very, yeah. When I see somebody is disrespected, I feel I have to
Correct.
stand up for that person.
Yes, you
Hmm.
got it.
Yeah.
Uh, and how's the pain now, as you even realize this?
Hmm. The pain is still there, and I'm unable to open my eyes. It's like, ah,
Okay,
so
so
much
I
pressure.
transcend with Soul's Love, I transform and transcend my pain to see women getting disrespected.
Yes. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my pain to see women
Feel
being
getting disrespected.
women getting disrespected. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my pain at seeing women getting disrespected. Is this right?
Yes.
At soul's love, I transform and transcend my pain at women being disrespected. The pain is increasing. The right eyeball pain is increasing. With
So
soul's
in
love.
pain often tells us that there is a resistance.
Hmm.
Okay, resistance to overcome uh, this pain. Because what would happen if you let go of this pain?
Maybe I am seeing too much. Maybe I'm personalizing other people's stories too much.
Correct. That's a little awareness that you have. Okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
Anyway, so you know what to work with now. What would you like to work with?
I affirm my perception of personalizing other people's pains.
Okay.
I affirm my perception of personalizing other people's pains. I affirm my perception of carrying other people's burdens. I affirm my perception of carrying other people's burdens. I affirm my perception of carrying other people's burdens. I affirm my perception of carrying other people's burdens. Now both my underarms are itching and the
Yeah.
eyeball pain is the same.
What are you possessive about? The rescuer in you?
Yeah, the rescuer in me. Yes.
Okay. So I'm not saying it's bad to be a rescuer, but you don't need to perhaps. Just check it
Yeah.
out. Your body
Yeah.
will tell you whether you're right or not. So I affirm with Soul's Love, I transform and transcend my possessiveness of the rescuer in me.
Ah. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my possessiveness about of the rescuer in me. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my possessiveness of the rescuer in me. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my possessiveness of the rescuer in me. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my possessiveness of the rescuer in me. Actually, I need not do that. I can let others fight their battles and just be a support if they need me.
With Soul's Love, I transform, transcend my unawareness of how I could be there for disrespected women.
With soul's love, I transform and transcend my unawareness of how I could be there for the disrespected woman. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my unawareness of how I can be there for the disrespected woman. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my unawareness of my availability for the disrespected woman. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my unawareness of my availability for helping disrespected women. Now I don't feel I need to do that.
Perfect. Yes, right.
Mm.
How's your body doing?
The itching in my right underarm is still there. I'm feeling at ease. The right eyeball pain has reduced, but the pain is there, and now my nose is itching.
Popularity.
Hmm.
Tip of the nose.
Hmm. Yeah.
We'll continue with this. With Soul's Love, I transform and transcend my to my attachment to the possessive rest. my attachment to the rescuer in me.
Ah. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my possessiveness to the rescuer in me. With soul's love, I transform and transcend to my possessiveness to the rescuer in me. I soul's love, I transform and transcend my
Possessive.
reluctance to let go of the possessiveness in me. Can I say that?
Yeah, yeah.
With soul's love, I transform and transcend my reluctance to let go of the possessiveness in me. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my reluctance to let go of the possessiveness in me. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my reluctance to let go of the possessiveness in me.
Okay, can I make a story out of this?
Yes.
Okay. So it is your perception that somebody is getting disrespected,
Mhm,
and the story could be different.
mhm,
All right. But in your perception, somebody is getting disrespected because you have certain norms and certain ideology about how people should be respected.
mhm,
Fortunately, it's a female
mhm,
or a woman who's
mhm,
getting disrespected. Okay. And uh, perhaps, left eyeball is about the self image.
mhm,
Yeah. Perception about how you are being perceived. Right. So both needs to be changed. So you might be so far very proud of being a rescuer,
mhm,
right? I'm not saying there's anything bad about being a rescuer. If somebody is genuinely getting disrespected, we could stand up for them. But by trying to stand up for them, we often take away that precious opportunity to empower themselves to stand up for themselves,
mhm,
right? Because the
mhm.
more we play a rescuer, the more victims get more, a feeling of being victimized.
Correct.
It's better to empower them and help them remember that they have that strength
Mm.
and can work around themselves.
Yeah.
But it's painful to watch them going through victimization, whether it's your mother, father, mother, brother, sister, neighbors, children, it's painful.
Mm.
So we often try and fight it out. We often stand up for them and all that. Now, your pain is simply telling you that, look, you believe that you are a very powerful rescuer for the femininity or the feminine. But if you don't do that, you might fall down in your own self image.
Mm.
Okay. And your image that you have created, that Revati is there. She
Mm.
can manage, she can handle, she can help, and she's an amazing rescuer. She can stand up for people, she can handle the situation. Now, all this image has been created that can get shattered if you don't.
Mm.
Okay. And also, it might feel little not okay for you, uh, for your own self image. So
Yes.
that would hurt,
Mm.
right? So your body consciousness is only reminding you that, hello, change your beliefs, change your perception, and change your action now, this time.
Mm.
Okay. And this is how you could interpret. But body consciousness can also tell you what is it that you should do, if not this. First, let's understand that.
Mm.
I mean, did you resonate with our understanding?
100%.
Yeah. Okay, lovely. Now, just ask your body to indicate and tell us what should be your stand. The multi-chakra intelligence will guide you for that.
Invoking the mother Shakti in each person.
Wow. And how would you do that?
Normally, I tell my clients that you are Ma Shakti. You can grow huge in size whenever you need, or you can reduce the size to a bare minimum where you are not required. So, thus, you're protecting yourself.
Sorry, you have a Mahashakti in you.
Like you can protect yourself, and there might be opportunities, situations wherein you need not be seen. or hurt. So at that point of time, you can become very tiny. You're still empowered. You're tiny, but you're still empowered, and you choose to keep quiet because it's not required at that point of time.
Yeah. So you can empower her by awakening, by helping her realize that you are Shakti yourself, right?
Yes. Mm.
And Shakti has a potential to stand up for herself
Mm.
and fight her own battle.
Mm.
And you could be there. Of course, it hurts the rescuer in us not to be able to be there
Mm.
or to prevent ourselves from being there. But
Mm.
remember, the true rescue work would be when you empower them,
Mm.
fight their own battle.
Mm.
How's
Yes.
your eye feeling?
It's feeling cooler, but that pull is still there in my right eyeball.
Right eyeball. Okay. So just say we transform and transcend. I transform and with Soul's Love, I transform and transcend my need to change perception about.
The rescuer in me.
Okay, let's say that and see.
With soul's love, I transform and transcend my need to change my perception about the rescuer in me or my need to rescue others. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my perception, my need to change my perception of the rescuer, of my need to rescue others. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my need to change my perception of my need to rescue. With
Mm,
soul's love, I transform and transcend my adverse association of being the person who can change things for others. Is that okay?
it's okay if that's what your inner being is guiding you
Yeah.
towards.
With soul's love, I transform and transcend my adverse association of unnecessarily meddling in other people's lives. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my adverse association of unnecessarily meddling in other people's lives. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my adverse association of getting involved in other people's lives. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my adverse association of getting involved in other people's stories. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my need to distance myself from other people's stories. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my need to be myself. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my need to be myself. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my need to be myself. I'm feeling
Mm,
light. The right eyeball pressure has reduced, but still there is 10%.
10% remaining. And left eyebrow pressure?
Left is cool.
Cool. Okay. Okay. It will get resolved. Here, Pratiksha has a comment. She's saying, does the need to be a rescuer emerge from ego sometimes? Yeah, ego is different for different people, though. But yes, our identity. See, it's very natural for us to rescue if somebody is suffering. There is the first desire is to help them out, right? If you see somebody going through something, there's a desire. But over a period of time, I've realized that our desire to bail them out can often deprive them from an opportunity to bail themselves and often makes them dependent on us. We do feel great about playing a rescuer for someone. It's really ego boosting.
Mhm.
However, uh, we need to just check back and look uh, at a bigger picture. Are we really helping others? See, most healers, we start our journey that way. we've not been able to rescue either ourselves or our loved ones. And that's when we get into healing. It
Mm.
could be rescuing somebody from illness, somebody from unhealthy relationships, from legal battles. That's how we get into a rescuer mode as a healer or somebody who helps, right? And we do that. And every time we do that, there's a great deal of joy, satisfaction, and pride of being able to play this role in someone's life. It feels good, great, amazing. Today, after having practiced for 15 years as a homeopath and regression therapist and a healer, now I wonder whether I really want to do that because I know everyone has the power to help themselves. We can facilitate, we can create a platform, we can give them a neutral listening. We could be there for them, holding space, but we do not have to deprive them of their own rediscovery of inner strength always. Of course, if there is a life and death battle, don't stand and just keep watching because they may not even have this opportunity again. But if there is enough time and if it's not so detrimental, you can just give them space to rediscover and fight their own battle. It's like rescuing a butterfly prematurely out of the cocoon.
Mm.
Now, it makes us feel amazing that, oh, I helped. But what happens to the butterfly? The wings will never get strengthened. So let them do it for themselves. So if you realize, as I was helping her over a period of time, Revati, and beyond a point, she discovered her own statements and she started reciting on their own, on her own. And she discovered, yes, I can do it. I don't need Aatmn to help me out. I'm there. Yeah. And we all need to be there. Just teach them, educate them, create space for them, be with them, be for them, but you don't have to rescue people. A very desire to rescue can attract as well as manifest a lot of victims around us. Think on those lines. Happy Deepavali to all of you. 1 week, we will take a break because the Deepavali is around the corner and everybody would be busy with celebrations. So enjoy, celebrate life, celebrate being a woman, celebrate being a human. Happy Deepavali to all of you. Thank you.